things before we get started. We are going to continue and do parallel and perpendicular lines day 2 today. The plan for the week, okay? So some of you guys, you got me in most of your missing assignments. Some of you guys just owe me one more. The plan for the week is finish these today. Tomorrow we'll start a quiz review. If I feel, okay, that you're ready, okay, we're the third column, by the way. If I feel that you're ready, so tomorrow's going to be quiz review 1, quiz review 2. If you're ready, then you'll take the quiz on Thursday. If not, then you guys get no quiz Friday. You're going to have to take the quiz on Friday. Okay, so it's just going to depend on where you guys are at. Okay, so,
You seem to be doing almost everything except for repairs. Is Ding Dong going to end up in the hospital when you know?
watch my stuff. Don't run into it. It's going to fall over. Okay, so that's the plan for the week. Okay, so you get hostile and you get hostile because you got missing stuff, so get it done every day and then you won't have a missing assignment. You got 2 more and that's it. Unless you start getting some this week, which is what you've been doing, but you know. We'll see.
They sound like get quarantined.
We'll see.
I'm dead serious.
Chris thinks he got quarantined. Mr. Spencer came back, he's like, you might get quarantined.
Hey, I'm pulled over in class.
Dude, they're like going through a list again today, so I don't know.
Great.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so parallel and perpendicular lines. You're wasting time. Are y'all serious right now? Wait on. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to what the instructions say on every problem because they're going to be different for every problem. Okay, because that was the biggest thing. Even my A students this week took the quiz, and most of them got a C. This section is just hard for kids. You don't know where to stop or when to keep going. So just know that, okay? Some of them were pretty upset, and I'm like, dude, you got an A because you got an A. This is the way it is. So, Jane, you want to go downstairs with Terrence?
No.
Then quit talking while I'm talking. Okay. Okay, so let's look at the very first one. It says, write the slope-intercept form. Okay, what's slope-intercept form?
There's like 30 of them.
There's only one.
Y equals M plus B.
Perfect. Look at you go. Mx plus b.
Yeah, but then there's the other one.
Okay, so how you can tell is, look, because some of you guys are going to get all jacked up. There's a slope and an intercept. It's in the title. There's a slope and an intercept. Okay? Just ignore it. Okay, so this is what our answer needs to look like. Okay? This is what our answer needs to look like. Now let's look at what we got. Well, we got a point and a parallel line. What do we do with parallel slopes?
Flip it and make it positive or negative.
Okay, we had parallel and perpendicular. What did parallels do?
Opposite.
We keep them the same. Okay, so this is going to be our M. We keep it the same. So we have a point and a slope. Okay, so that means we need to use what formula? Listen to what I said. Point slope. Okay, because it's got a point and a slope. So that formula is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Okay, so it's going to be y minus 4 equals negative 3, 4. X minus x1 is negative 4. Okay, well, what's a minus minus? Plus. So this one we can turn into a plus sign. Okay, do we stop or do we keep going?
That's it. That's it.
Keep going.
Why do you think what? So if we look at slope-intercept form, the y is by itself. So is the y by itself here?
No.
So we got to keep going. Okay? So we're going to have to distribute, because we got to get rid of the parentheses first. Okay, so we're gonna have y minus 4. Negative 3 over 4 times x is negative 3 over 4x. Negative 3 over 4 times 4 is gonna be 3. Negative 3. Okay, now the fractions you gotta do on the calculator. There's no other way for you to get around it. Don't try to do it in your head because it ain't gonna
Some
work.
of them you get decimals.
You hit that S to D button, so I'll show you. If you get a decimal today, tell me and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay, now what? Is y by itself? No. We gotta add 4 to both sides. And where do I put the 4? Under what?
3/4. 3.
Under the 3. Plus 1. Okay, what's the slope on this? Negative 3/4 x. What's the y-intercept? 1. And if we look at our original, it said negative 3 over 4x plus 4. The only thing that changed was that y-intercept, okay? So,
Is hypnotizing real or fake?
I don't know, that's not what we're doing right now. Okay, look at it, 2. Okay, it says write the point slope form. Okay, so this is what our answer needs to look like.
Oh.
Okay, here's what I would tell you. From the other students that took this quiz, they did not do this part. See how I write it above every time? It kind of lets me know when to stop. Okay, some of them, I think it was laziness. They were like, oh, I don't need to do that. Okay, and then they forgot when to stop. Okay, so that's just my advice, but I know some of you guys are lazy and you're not going to do that, but I probably would. So it says through this point parallel. So parallel, what's our slope right now? It's, what is it?
3x.
It's 3, and we keep it the same, so this is going to be our m. Okay, so now we have a point and we have a slope. So what do we need to use? Point slope. Okay, so it's going to be y minus 0. My m is 3. X minus my x1 is 1. Do we stop or do we keep going? Okay, well, look at it up here. This is what my answer should look like. So does it look about right? Yeah, it does. So this one has parentheses, this has parentheses. So we know they kind of match up.
Every other one is slope equals slope.
Yeah, they are. Because you guys need to get used to like when you're supposed to stop, when you're not. That's the hardest thing part.
I got it.
Okay, let's look at 3. It says write slope-intercept form. What's slope-intercept form?
Negative 5/4.
No.
Y equals mx plus b.
Y equals mx plus b. So this is what my answer should look like. Okay, so now this says through this point, perpendicular. What do we do with the perpendicular slope?
Flip it.
We gotta flip it, and what else?
This one you make positive.
So instead of 5 over 4, it's gonna be 4 over 5. Okay, and we changed the sign. So what is the sign right now?
Addition.
It's subtraction, so what should our new one be? Addition, or positive or negative, okay? So our new slope is just that, 4 over 5. Okay, so this is going to be our m. So we got y
minus 0 equals 4/5 plus 1.
huh?
No, minus.
Minus, huh?
Minus
-5, so it turns to
negative 5.
turns to plus.
Okay, do we need to keep going or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to keep going. Okay, so what do we need to do next then?
Do the 4/5 into the 5.
Distribute, so we got y minus 0, 4 over 5x. And then we're going to say 4 over 5 times 5 No, baby, you gotta use the calculator on these, okay? It's gonna be 4, is what it's gonna end up being.
Then you gotta do it again. You gotta
Plus
do 0 minus 0.
We gotta say plus 0,
It has a plus right there, so don't you do opposite.
it's got a minus right there.